Welcome to another episode and video on my robotic arm with robotic wrist and pneumatic hand. Last time I ended up with a problem with the wrist and more specifically the motor. It behaves a bit odd. While it is completely wired, the motor at times refuses to behave normally, and I have to literally touch it to behave normally. That in combination with the bipolar switch, which is right here. Upon studying everything, I noticed that the switch, which is literally the switch between the roll and the yaw, has a tendency not to be noticed, and that is caused by a complete flexibility. So I have now two things to do. First, improve the robustness of this, and the way I can move it is way too easy. Also to relocate this motor, because the way that it is attached right here, well, it's not quite robust. This is robust because it is directly attached to the arm. So yeah, how will it work out in the end? I don't know. But first thing to do is to do something about this non-robustness, and that may prove a challenge, since there is not much to construct. Let me see how I can remove this quickly. See, this is the way it is mounted, and this itself is not better constructed. Just this one is. So, how to improve that? That's a good question, and as yet I do not have an answer. What I can do is show how it works out now, and then see if I can come up with a way to improve it. Start the algorithm. Well, at least the arm moves nicely, up and down, that is. And that is something that I managed to get 2 episodes ago. So that works out nice. And this doesn't work at all. Even when I press it, then it should get noticed. Yeah. See, this barely makes an impact on the pivot. So this alone, the fact that this runs without turning the pivot, is not good. It always worked until, well, some time ago. And the question is, why doesn't it work now? It is completely missing the pivot right now. So I should either move it down, which is more logical, than to bring it closer to the pivot. And I think I should bring it more downwards, although that has already implications on the way that it is constructed now, partly inside the arm. So that will be a tough decision how to do that. And let's take a look at the hand. Yep. You can see that the fingers move, so that is not a problem at all. So let me choose between either this motor or this motor or this switch. Either way, they're directly related to each other in terms of moving. So I better get this motor down first. Taking a closer look at the motor, then it is connected here with a sliding element, or a connecting element actually. Same thing as this. And that is sliding down. Here it is connected as well with the same element. And while this is a horizontal connection, this is the way the connection is actually made. So here it is sliding down and here it is sliding down. And right now it is connecting well with the pivot, but there's hardly any way that it cannot slide down. Moreover, this part is a connecting part that connects everything, which is also sliding. So apart from this moment that everything is sliding down, and these two parts are hardly connecting, just with this bit, which is rather small, it is actually not really useful to slide it completely down. The motor would move this way, and for example when I put it like this, this would be too large for this distance, and this is no use either, because it would miss. It is the same direction with the slide as this in here, so it would completely disconnect. One thing I can do is completely disconnect the motor here and turn it 90 degrees in, well, let's say counterclockwise direction, but that would take a complete new idea. And I'm not quite sure how to do that in the limited space that I have here. So will I for now reconstruct it or modify it? Not quite sure that would work. So right now I'll let it be, and I'll just run a program and see whatever I can do. On the switch, and I have to move the camera backwards in order to avoid collision with the hand, although not. And first thing I notice is that it completely misses the pivot again, despite my attempts. So time for diagnosis and adjust things again. So Start the diagnosis interface. See which one it's got to be. For that I'll turn to the pivot. That is wrist pivot is 7, which means slave 3. This kind of works, but not quite yet. So, despite my attempts to lower the engine, hopefully to keep connect, let's try again. This works, and again it slips. So again, I have to hold the motor, and that's not good. So leaving it like this is really no option. When I really have to hold it, no. So it is being pushed away like this instead of like this. I have to really press it. And that means a complete reconstruction is imminent. Unfortunately, I have to take it out. So, deconstruction, sliding this one up, and then removing. I have to remove this. And that's problematic, because now this slides out quite easily. Or so yes, there it is. Now you see how it's connected. And the whole thing is, with respect to the wires, which are still connected, as you can see. Now, how do I connect it? I guess it should be connected like this. So, taking this one out, which connected it to the base of the pivot. This is how it should be connected. So the question is how to fix this. I have to add here something, and I have to add here something similar. Otherwise it won't hold it. And then the biggest question is how to connect these parts. And in such a way that it won't move. First thing, I think something like this, although I'm not quite sure, but I'm glad I have something like this now. So, and it won't rust. So that is going to be a major challenge. How to do just that. And here is one element. And another one. So now this can go here, holding the motor, preventing it from falling down. But then again, this situation, I think I need another block. And then again, what to do? Let's try it out. Now one problem is that this isn't long enough and I'm out of these blocks, like this one. So I have to completely improvise now. And that is not staying in its place either. I have to be very careful, really careful. So this is sliding along, so that might be of help. Then this might help and might not, depending on how I construct it. And then I may be able to connect these two and here behind it as well. So first in goes this one, or more appropriately like in length, although that isn't easy to do. That's better. Sliding this one along is easier. And then some connecting part that connects these together, but making sure that the gears grip good. So rather challenging. Okay, almost there now. Wires are no longer coupled, but that will be alright. Sliding the connecting elements over it, and this should be it. So basically this one can come off, but what I have to do now is hooking up the wire, and one of the wires has come off, so I need to make sure that all wires are fixed again. And being magnetic, not such an easy task. Alright, that's one. And this is the green one. Hopefully it stays this way. So trying to hook up in such a narrow place is not easy, as you can tell. Anyway, let's hook it up like this, not hook up at all. And then this one Yeah, that won't work, obviously. So anyway, this is supposed to go working. So now everything is wired, and when using pliers it is fixed in a few seconds. So now this is a new reconstruction, new modification, reconstruction, whatever. This is still in place, it fits nicely and more robust hopefully. So, but this is whatever comes with the motor. So now the question is, looking at the switch, how will that work? Because this isn't robust at all yet. And as you have seen, can it be robust at all? But let's run this motor first and then see whatever happens. So I have to disable now the diagnosis interface. Going to the algorithm. And I see immediately a problem, which I had not foreseen. This is too flexible. Ouch. Despite all this, it is proving to be too flexible. And now the wire has come loose, so that's not helping. So why is this too flexible? It seemed like a very good solution, but you noticed how wrong it can go. There is no space under this, and this whole thing is shaking, and that is not logical because both ends are directly connected to the base, to the underarm. So what is then a solution? That's a very good question, and I can't answer it yet. And without this working properly, it's no use to check the this non-robust switch. Ouch. Alright, to increase robustness I have put a supporting element in here. So an element like this. And I'm going to put these two, one here and one here. And that should do it. And yes, things are made heavier this way, but if this enforces the robustness, I'm happy. So, algorithm again. And I will have to press the switch. Or, yeah, the vertical. Oh, you're kidding me. So much for an idea. The whole thing is still too flexible, not working. And when I hold it, it just goes out of it. Ew. See what happens here. It completely lifts out. Nice idea, but way too flexible. So I may have to put one in here as well. Although, no, that makes no sense. So what is making it too flexible? This is not good at all. No good at all. This is bad. And with this being bad, I have no clue what to do about it. Neither do I have a clue what to do about this situation. But how to improve this one, that's another story. This is totally unexpected. In theory I can, well, not in theory, in practice I can slide this one here and this one and put another one here. So they are really connected. It's an idea. I could try it. But I'm running out of time. So that is, yeah, that will be for next time. That's a better idea. And with that, I am saying goodbye. Thank you for watching. With the focus on reconstructing the wrist motor, I come across well, unexpected difficulties, and I have yet to find a solution. But, well, yeah, like I said, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment if you like. Mostly appreciated, much appreciated. You can also follow me on Twitter. If so, retweet, like and leave a comment. You can also follow me on Instagram. Please like and leave a comment. Please donate to show your support and appreciation. You can also become a patron and have your name mentioned, either on my website or on my website as well as with my videos, depending on the pledge you make. And this is of course going to be continued. Thank you. Bye bye.